What's up, guys? Today, I got a push workout for you. That means we're blasting chest, shoulders, and triceps, and we're gonna be using resistance bands only, and this is a progressive overload workout, which means you can do it week after week and keep adding strength, adding resistance, adding muscle. All right, first up, we're gonna be doing some banded chest press. We got 4 sets, and then we're gonna do 15 reps, 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps. And if you get plus or minus a couple reps, that's totally fine. What I want you to focus on is resistance level and quality reps. And then every single set, you're gonna be pyramiding that resistance or increasing the size of your band if you can. With that last set being extremely tough. Like, that's how we're gonna build muscle. And that's how you do it with free weights. So it's the same concept with bands, you just have to change the resistance level of the band versus swapping out the free weights. So I like to use a single 41-inch band, and then I pop in a pair of clench band handles. And then to set this up, you just kind of swing it around your back. And then I pull this band right up into the small of my back, as high as I can get it. That's gonna minimize the shoulder torque. And then you don't need a bench because you can kind of just do this wherever, but I like a bench because then it feels more like the conventional bench press, and I can really set myself on this bench, get a nice firm base, pushing with my quads, my glutes, and then we're gonna come down as low as we can until we lose tension, explode up, big squeeze on the top, really driving those biceps into your pecs with a big squeeze at the top. Let it down slow and controlled. Exhale on the way up. And really just get that chest warmed up, get some blood in there. Big squeeze at the top, of course, and then controlling that eccentric. Don't let the band slingshot you back down. And that's how we do the chest press. Exercise also works really well with the Nexus Pro Bar from Clench Fitness. You can basically get more resistance at the bottom of the rep because it's stretching the band further. Plus, you're holding onto a bar, so it's just a lot more comfortable. And furthermore, if you need any of these products, check the links in the description. Head over to clenchfitness.com. Next up, we got chest flies. This is one of my favorite exercises to do with bands because of that progressive resistance, and you just feel a ton of stress and squeeze and pump at the top of this rep because of that progressive resistance. The way I like to set it up, 2 anchor points about arms width apart or further so that we get a really good angle. And then also single 41-inch band, both sides. And then I love using clench band handles because you can stack bands in as you progress up in the resistance. And that makes it great for this exercise. And remember, we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 15, 12, 10, 8 reps, and we wanna be bumping that resistance up on every set. Progressive overload is key. And setting this up, you wanna make sure that you step far enough away from the anchor point so that when you're at this fully extended position here, you have a lot of tension at the bottom of the rep. That is how you're gonna get the most results out of this. So make sure you got a lot of tension, and then you're gonna basically just squeeze through this thing, pulling your biceps into your chest, big squeeze at the top, control it on the way down, fight that eccentric, big stretch, big squeeze, exhale, and we cruise through our sets just like that. Next up, we're gonna move on to shoulders. We're gonna do some incline front raises. This is a new one that I've been doing lately, and it's actually, it feels really good, and you get a lot of stretch on the front delts, as well as you bring in some upper chest. So it's a perfect push day exercise, and the bands really make this feel awesome. So the way I set this up, low anchor point, 2 41-inch bands, pair of handles, and then you need like an incline bench or something to sit in. You could probably do it with a chair, but I like the incline bench just because of the angle and the stability. And then of course, you wanna make sure your bench is far enough away from the wall so that you get tension on this. So you literally are gonna have to pick these bands up and then kind of like stretch them around to get yourself loaded into this. And that is so you have tension at the bottom of the rep. And you can see that, like literally, like look at how my arms are getting pulled behind me. I have to like fight against it. So there is tension here. There's probably a good, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 pounds of tension here for sure. And then as I go and stretch this up, pull your core in tight, front raise, bring it up here, just about to chest height, where that resistance starts to drop off. Big squeeze at the top, Control it, fight that eccentric on the way down, keeping your arms straight. Stretch all the way back, see that big stretch on the front delts. Exhale on the way up, big squeeze. Control it on the way down. This one's all about control. We're not banging reps out, going really fast here. We just wanna go through the range of motion, squeezing time under tension. And we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Next up, we're gonna hit some more shoulders with lateral raises, and we're gonna do a neat little superset here where we do 3 sets of full reps, 10 to 12 full reps, and then right after that set, you're gonna jump in and do some half reps, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I have a Clench Fitness foot plate here with a couple of bands on each side, and that's why the foot plate works so well for this exercise, because you can stack bands, and then you can mix and match and stack them on the handles so that you can go up and down in resistance really quickly. And the way I like to set this up, obviously we're using the side slots to anchor our bands to, and then I just kind of cross them over. So now we start with some tension at the bottom, and you're gonna have to set the resistance up for yourself, whatever your level is. And then we're doing side laterals, nice and slow and controlled. Exhale, big squeeze, get those elbows all the way up to your shoulder height. Bring it down nice and slow and controlled. Exhale, big squeeze. And it's all about control here, fighting that eccentric. Boom. And we're gonna crank out, like I said, 10 to 12 reps. And then when you're done on those, set them down, come over here. We got a single band, and now we're gonna do some half reps. And this is gonna really target the stretched portion of this rep and the bottom range of motion. So we're gonna grab a band that's pretty heavy feeling, and we're gonna try to get some half reps. Many as we can get, fight it up as high as you can go, let it down. And now you're gonna notice a pile of tension in the bottom of this. Ooh, and then it should get so hard that you can't go further. Right at about that halfway point, and you're just gonna fight these out to failure. Ooh, and you're gonna notice your delts are gonna be super pumped up after this. 3 sets, 10 to 12, followed by a partial set to failure. Next up, we're gonna do some tricep push-ups. So this is gonna kind of focus on the triceps, but you're also gonna get all the other push muscles, chest and delts. I like to use a band on these, but tricep or push-ups can be pretty challenging. So if you can't use a band, that's totally cool. What I like to do, wrap the band right around the small of my back, just like we did with those chest presses at the beginning. And then I kind of tuck it into my thumbs. We're not gonna be using a huge amount of band resistance here anyways. Keep your grip close. Hands are, maybe a couple inches apart. Then we're coming down, keeping those elbows tight to our side all the way down. Exhale, big squeeze. Squeeze the chest at the top, squeeze those triceps. Ooh, nice and slow and controlled. And you should be getting super pumped from this one. Boom. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Last exercise, we are gonna do some standing single arm tricep extensions. We're doing single arm mostly because we've been doing pressing exercises the whole time and your triceps are probably already pretty blasted. So we're gonna be able to isolate everything down and just focus on forcing as much blood into the triceps as possible and getting you the most gains and most bang for your buck. And it's just gonna, at the end of this one, you should have a hard time like straightening your arm all the way, washing your hair in the shower. That's how you know you did this one right. Single 41-inch band, high anchor point. And you're gonna grab this band so that you get tension at the bottom of the rep. We're doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side. And it's gonna be 12 for your first set, 10 for your second set, and 8 for your third set because we wanna pyramid that resistance up as we go. And here's how we do it. Grab this band high enough up so that when you pull your elbow down into your side, you're getting a lot of tension at the starting point of this rep. And then you're gonna basically just straighten that arm out, keeping that elbow pinned into your side, that humerus bone pinned into your side, so that all you're doing is pivoting at the elbow. And then make sure you get to full extension and really squeeze that baby at the top. Just squeeze it and then control it and fight that eccentric on the way up. That's one thing with bands, you get more eccentric work than typical because you're going faster than gravity. Big squeeze on the way down, hold it. And if you don't have enough tension, you can always take a little step out to kind of help without having to re-grip or anything like that. And then we switch side and go to the other one. And of course, like I said before, you wanna try to pyramid that resistance band up on each set so that you end at the highest level of resistance. And if you can't quite make it to the next band, you can always just grab a little bit higher up, and that's gonna give you more tension. Just make sure that you don't grab too high so that you're not overstretching the band. All right, that is the end of the workout. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping that you did this workout alongside me. Furthermore, this is part of a push-pull legs split, so you can incorporate this into the split like that. We have a playlist, which I'll link in the on-screen video links here to the push-pull legs split. Also, if you need any of the bands or accessories shown today, check the description for some links, and I'll throw a coupon code down there for you as well. Of course, thank you so much for watching.